Lord of armies is with us. The God of Jacob is our stronghold.
Hey, I'm Specialist Tannehill. This is MWD Lucky, the best dog on the installation. I'm a military working dog handler, and he is a patrol explosive detector dog. He's a great asset to Fort Polk and keeping the community safe. Probably wondering where I am right now. We are at the obedience course, which we do about 3 to 4 times a week. And then we move over to explosive detection training. Okay. Why don't you talk, huh? Thanks to Fort Polk, I was given the opportunity to deploy. Well, not just me, but my spectacular dog, Lucky. Prior to deployment, we had to be certified on specifically explosives detection. On deployment, we created a really special bond, a more special bond than you would create here. Okay, let's try it again. Good job. Lucky. Out! Sit. Good, stay. Stay. Good, stay.
Good morning from JRTC and Fort Polk here. My name is Sergeant First Class Kyle Cade. I'm a 12 November 40 horizontal equipment platoon sergeant. So our basic job here is I'm the senior enlisted advisor to my PO. Our overall accomplished goal here is that we execute safely and that we perform this defensive fighting position task flawlessly. Behind me, you will see some of our senior operators excavating with the D7 dozer, and behind them you will see some of our junior soldiers learning by example. They will be sitting there basically learning what right looks like, and then when it comes their turn, they will be able to jump in the equipment and execute to the same standard that the senior operators have done. Some of the biggest aspects, like I've already mentioned, is safety and also enabling our junior NCOs to make those decisions without myself or the platoon leader micromanaging. It is important that we set every soldier and NCO up for success, and we give them the same skills and attributes that we currently hold and pass it on down to them. Being a Sergeant First Class in the Army, I've been multiple different duty stations with different assignments. Fort Polk has blessed me with some opportunities to actually do my job. It's very far and few between where you get to execute a project from start to finish. The horizontal aspect here is one of the biggest pieces for this defensive fighting position. It is crucial for career development.
Hi, I'm Major Kathy Dennehy. I'm an observer coach trainer here at JRTC Fort Polk, and I can say without hesitation after 14 rotations here that this has been one of the most engaging and rewarding experiences of my professional career. I get to come to work every day supporting a mission that I believe in, I get to work with some of the most amazing people that the Army has to offer, both at JRTC, the personnel assigned here, and with the rotational units that come through for training. I get to see the best and the brightest that the Army has out there. I get to influence them, and I get to learn from them as well. And it has truly been a great assignment for me. And I think the biggest thing that I really appreciate is I come to work every day with a sense of purpose. If you get the opportunity to come to Fort Polk, particularly working for JRTC, I would say take that opportunity and choose Polk.
Welcome to 1-5 Aviation. Here at 1-5, our aviators get a chance to perfect their skills. We get more reps, more sets at the nation's premier training environment than any other aviator in the Army. Here at Fort Polk, Louisiana, our high-time pilots routinely fly between 400 to 500 hours a year. Our Cajun Dust-Off does more point-of-injury evacuations than any other unit in the Army. Those Bravo Company Gators routinely conduct single-pilot operations in support of the OCTs and Ops Group. This is the place you want to be if you want to challenge and improve on your craft.
Tower 118.45. Airman 3 radar contact 6 miles south of Baton Rouge.
Fuel pump switch off, AV control switch off, air source heat source switch off, we'll turn it off.
So as you can see here, we have a lot of loads lined up. These were all built here at Fort Polk for Joint Readiness Training Center. They're built from the ground up, and based on what we get in as a request, this will either be simulated ammunition or live commodities such as water and MREs. From this point here, after they're built, this will get transed up to our staging facility, and from there, once again, that's when you'll do your joint airdrop inspections. We will attach the parachutes, depending on what the load is, whether it's the high velocity like this, meaning it'll get a 26-foot parachute on it, or if it's a low velocity, it will get your G12 Echo. Once the parachutes are attached, once again, the JAIs will go ahead and do their job, and they'll start moving it from the staging area out onto the planes, where it will take off, and they'll bring it on down, drop it into the box for the guys to go ahead and recover. So they got everything they need out there. Looked like I was perfect the whole time. I'm okay with that.
This is how our loads are built, how our bundles are built. Once we get them up to our A-pod and we get these ready for inspection, what the JAIs are going to do, which is a joint airdrop inspection, you have the Air Force doing their inspections, and what they're going to do is go around the load, make sure that everything is correct. They're going to do all their checks on making sure the ties are correct, checking all the parachutes, making sure they're all attached to the load, as well as looking for the anti-oscillation ties and making sure there's no discrepancies with how the chute is attached to the anchor line cables inside the aircraft. Once they've done their check, we do our checks inside the aircraft. Also, before they leave, if we're done there, we hand them off to the Air Force and they conduct their drops.
Okay, so thanks for dropping by the airdrop facility, and I hope you learned a little bit of something today.
Hi, this is Sergeant Donahue here at Fort Polk in Louisiana. We're here in the rigger shed packing some T11 main parachutes. I was just over there checking his parachute, making sure that he stowed his stows properly, counting to make sure that there was at least 6 on each side and a maximum of 7. Making sure that his lines weren't tangled up. There's a lot of things that the IP makes sure that the packer is doing properly.
Rigger! Move!
Airborne school is mandatory for parachute riggers. We even go to airborne school before we go to AIT. That's to make sure that make sure that people can be airborne to be this MOS. You have to be airborne to be a parachute rigger, and if you can't pass airborne, why would they send you to the schoolhouse? There's no point in having someone pack your parachute that you wouldn't feel comfortable jumping with it themselves. So we pack parachutes because if we weren't out there jumping with them, why would they trust our parachutes? It's mandated that we pack and jump with our own chutes annually because it lets the jumpers know that, hey, we're packing our parachutes and we're willing to jump with them ourselves. We joint work with like the Air Force and the Navy. We'll make these big cargo bundles and we'll go up on the airplanes with them and inspect these bundles as they go out. We'll make sure that the chutes are attached properly and that all the mechanisms that we attach are working properly. So as parachute riggers, we get to go to schools like military free fall, where Army Rangers, Special Forces, and select MOSs are allowed to go to because we're out there packing their parachutes with them. And really, if we're not out there jumping with them, why do they even trust us to pack it? You're probably wondering why I wear this red hat. So the red hat is the symbol of the parachute rigger. It's something that's the first thing you see when you look at us. It's bright red. It's basically a symbol of the inspector in the pack shed to make sure that that's the person who's in here inspecting the parachutes. And the same thing out on the drop zone. Anytime there's an issue out there or anything goes wrong, they know to look for the guy with the red hat.
Right there.
Go.
All the way, Captain Dusty Dunlap, Headhunter 6. I'm with Geronimo 1509. Today we're doing an airborne operation. As you can see some of the action going on behind me. Right now we have soldiers from Geronimo as well as OCTs from Ops Group and then some soldiers from SOT D conducting an airborne operation today. We're at the new JRTC and Fort Polk CAT site that they have for us with the C-130 mock-ups that you can see behind me. We also have the new C-17 mock-ups as well as the PLF pits. Today is a daytime Hollywood jump just for currency, but we do conduct jumps regularly, especially into rotations. With 159 Geronimo, I have the opportunity to jump multiple times per rotation, whether it be Black Hawk with the SPF insertions, C-130s, C-17 jumps, and sometimes we get lucky and get a CH-47 jump. Out here at Fort Polk, it's a great opportunity to harness your skills inside and outside of rotation. We're able to stay current. We're able to train our units. 2 weeks out of the month, I'm being able to maneuver my forces every 2 weeks, so I get plenty of opportunity for that.
Hold okay, Jump Master.
Welcome to E3B. Alright, for all y'all, this is going to be something that you need for your career, so put all the effort you can into it.
I am Staff Sergeant Nada. I am with HHC 230 Infantry, and I am the NCOIC for P1 Call for Fire. This week we're going to go ahead and start off the E3B training with 2 weeks. The candidates are going to be given the opportunity to learn 30 tasks of patrols, weapons, and medical taskings, and then they are also going to be learning land navigation. On the third week, they are going to be given the opportunity to prove their experts at their craft and earn the expert badges of their prospective MOS.